Hello everyone, happy Saturday. I'd been planning on making a video and I wasn't really sure what I was going to do, and I was playing around, and all of a sudden I realized, oh wait, I'm crafting. I need to stop and show everybody what I'm doing. So I'm working on this journal. This is like an altered file folder journal that's made out of a couple of hanging file folders. It's an unfinished project that I picked up and I am going to finish. And I have a couple of videos already that I will link in a playlist below, or this would be part of a playlist that will come on the end. And so what I'm doing now is I wanted on this page, when you open this up, you open up to this folder. So I think I want to do some kind of a belly bandish pockety thing back here. And then over here, I want some like little file folder pockets. And so I wanted to make them out of hanging file folder. So I figured out I would just make my own little hanging file folder kind of things. And I'm going to have them go like this. And I'm kind of happy with how this one turned out. And so all I did was, these are two halves of the hanging file folder. This is that base part of the hanging file folder that's one that has some reinforcement with like some plastic that came. So I cut them off the bottom of the hanging file folder. These are some remnants. And then I cut the top so that the back was about a ½ inch higher than the bottom. And so what I want is that kind of tabbed look. So what I have here is my envelope punch board, and it's so easy to make tabs with this envelope punch board. I actually own a tab punch board, but I like this shape much better than the one that is on the Memory Keeper's tab maker punch board, if that makes sense. So this is a V-notcher. And this is the envelope punch board. But if you can kind of see that there is a guide. There's some guidelines. There's a groovy guideline, groovy man. And then there is this other guide. So if you put this edge of what you're punching to get this edge here halfway, so you just move it until the edge is at the apex of this little triangle, and then punch, you get the right hand side of a tab. And then to get the other part of this tab, you put it wherever you want it to be. Oh, but wait, I want it on the other side. Never you mind. So I actually want the tab to be on the left hand side. So instead, I'm going to put this edge halfway in from the right side. And you could just leave it like that. That's a nice tab, but I want it to come to about here. So I'm going to stick that in and cut. And then all you have to do from there is you can use your scissors. I have my X-Acto knife and ruler. I'm just going to line that up on my board here, so that when I line my ruler up with that line, so it's nice and straight, and I'm going to line up the bottom line with the line, lining up my lines. I'm walking down the line. Then I am going to cut off this extra tab here. Voila, comme ça. Okay, but now this is too pointy, so I want it to have like that kind of file foldery shape. So I'm just going to do that. And then I'll do the same thing with these corners as well. And there, I have a very file foldery looking, that's not perfectly straight, but that's okay. There we go. And then I can layer these up, and I can put a little label on here. I should probably ink them up. What do I want to ink them up with? What do I have out? I have vintage photo, walnut stain, ground espresso, but those aren't what I really want. I think what I want is forest moss. Here is my forest moss thingy. And yeah, such a pretty color. I love my forest moss. Probably not on the plastic edge. And then on this edge, yes, forest moss. That's what I wanted. Okay, so when I put it on the book, what do I want? So I want these to go here, but I think I probably, craft a lunch. Probably want, it's a lot of page to be just using for these two little things. I think I want those two file folders to go there, and then I think I want a larger one to go right here, and I think I want gussets. So first let me grab behind me. Don't go away. I'm just reaching out behind me. What do I have? I have this piece of vintage file folder. That's kind of a medium color. I don't know what all this glue is from. I'm going to make a gusseted pocket. It goes right there. And I'm just folding this so that I get the right height, like that. And I want this. I'm going to cut the bottom off here. And then peel this off. I'm going to make a gusset. There. Is that straight? Not really. Just trying to get that off. So how are you all? I hope you're all having a good weekend. I'm just going to cut this down just a smidge. I don't need the gusset to be quite that big. And I think I will have a little bit gusset on this side as well. So I went on a really nice long dog walk through the woods this morning. My husband is president of our local lands trust, and they have been working cooperatively with this local guy who has, his business is called Outward Hound. And he's a dog walker. He's a dog sitter and house sitter and dog walker, and he sponsors these. I guess they've been really working together, my husband and this guy. My husband representing the Lands Trust. I just want to get a circle punch to, there's one. I have a smaller one. Where's my smaller one? Here it is. I don't know which size I want. Circle punch for a thumb grip. I think that might be too small. This is my 1 inch. I think a 1 inch is more appropriate. Eyeball that. So yeah, it was just like a community dog walk. It was really fun. And there was another husky there, so my husky girl wasn't the only husky girl. Although she and the other husky girl were less interested in each other, and they were kind of all interested in all the boys. It was very cute. And we did, hold on. I did 2.9 miles and 6.6 thousand steps, and I closed my green ring. So that was a good walk. And it was hot though. My husband and I were both sweaty messes when we got home. So we showered. So it's just a very nice start to the weekend. It's really hot here. It's been really hot in Massachusetts. All right, granted, not as hot as Texas and some other places, but for us in the mid-90s is really hot. We're right on the coast in Massachusetts, and it just is not supposed to get that hot here, much less in September. Okay, and then of course I will decorate those, but I think I need some gussets for here. I'm trying to preserve this little illustration from the book because it says November now, a beautiful purple and green. And so this is a book page from this book. Hold on, it's nature. It's Janet Marsh's Nature Diary. Definitely have to use this cover for something. And it's a very pretty book, and it's seasonal, so you can pick things. Got lovely illustrations, and I just love this right here. So I'm definitely gonna have to use this cover for something someday. All right, so let's see. That's gonna go there. These are gonna go here, but I definitely need some gussets so that it can be a pocket behind, a pocket here, and a pocket here. So I want a gusset between here. Do I want a gusset? I don't think I want a gusset here, but do I want a gusset between? That's an interesting thought. I've never done that before. So that would mean I would need 3 pairs of gussets. Okay. So I have all this extra file folder left over. And I usually make my gussets 2 inches wide so that you can, I'm just going to get this out. Make them 2 inches wide so that you can score every 1/2 inch. Let's see. So 2 inches wide there. And I think I can get another one out of this. That's excellent. 2 there. Okay, so that's 1 pair of gussets. 1. And here is another pair of gussets. And I said 3, right? 3 gussets. That one. And that one. All right, so I have 3 pairs of gussets. That wasn't so hard. And now let me grab my scoreboard, and I will score my gussets. 1/2, 11, 11.5. I always see people using this corner, but I'm right-handed. I find that if you're right-handed, this corner is much easier to use. 1/2, 11, 11.5. Here's 1 set of gussets. Here's another set of gussets. 1/2, 11, 11.5. 1/2, 11, 11.5. 11.5, and half, 11, 11 and a half. I am very happy with this scoreboard in terms of products. This is a ScorePal in 1/8. It's designed by Diana Crick, www.scorepal.com. I got it off of Amazon. Ooh, I'm so sorry. This one doesn't have anything fancy on the back. Some of them have fancy things on the back. I like it though. I just keep it next to the side on the floor next to the table, and it kind of rests up against the leg of the support of the table. It works well for me. Oh, I wonder if I should have put in, wait, did I want to put one behind? Is that another set of gussets? All right, we'll see. We'll see what we're going to do. Okay, let's start at the front. Start at the front with our gussets. So they need to be folded back and forth, and they need to be squished. And so when you put in the gusset, I don't like this fold folder. There we go. If it looks like an M, the points of the M need to stick out so that when you pull them apart, they form a wall, but that wall is along the edge. So that goes like that, and that goes like that, and then this goes like this. Yep. Okay. Art glitter glue, you're up. Ah. Okay. Okay, come on, art glitter glue. Oh, you know what? I probably should have. I didn't think to check to see if I needed to refill. There we go. There's one. And I want it right up to the edge. The other nice thing that these, so I'm not jamming it up against the bottom seam. I'm kind of leaving a little bit of space at the top and bottom. And I'll do the same one with this. The little gussets provide a little extra stiffness to the folder itself. So if this for some reason, this set of folders, this is not a vintage folder. I think this is one that I bought in a box. The quality isn't as good as the actual vintage folders. Surprise, surprise. So I'm going to fold that one. And let me grab a couple of little clippy things. Let that dry. Actually, I can just use these clippy things too. There we go. Let that dry. Do the same thing over here. Yeah, I also like, there's a certain type of vintage folder that has like this kind of green on the outside, but it also has like a richer tan, almost like a leathery looking tan, khaki on the inside. And those are really hard to find. And it's a much heavier cardstock. I need to figure out what the brand is. I've had one or two in the past when I've bought like a lot of vintage file folders off of eBay, but they're always in the minority. And then I kind of hoard them because they have such a nice, rich color. Okay, so that goes like that. Just trying to make sure that my peak lines up with the edge. And then this is gonna go there. Ah, it slipped. You really have only a very short window with the art glitter glue, you know? And then it just grabs, which is one of the reasons I like it, because it grabs reliably, but you do have to be precise and efficient. It has no tolerance for inefficiencies. Okay, there's this, and there is this. Just let that sit for a minute. And where did I put the other one? So this should be dry. So now, I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. So now, no, it goes like this. Do I want yet another set of gussets in between these two? Or should I just glue it on as a pocket? I think if I do another set of gussets, it's going to be very sticky outy, very proud off the page. So I think I'm not going to use that extra set of gussets that I made. I could just do a single, I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so what I'm talking about, instead of doing it back and forth, back and forth, back and forth kind of a thing, I think I'm going to cut this gusset in half, and that way you get the full width of the file. But I'm just going to glue this here, or maybe I'll glue it to the back here. So I want it offset. I don't know how long to make it. I want it offset like that, and so it's got to make it just a smidge shorter. I think I'll miter it like that. Okay, so it's gonna go like that. It should end right there, but I gotta make them the same. So, like this, and like that, and yeah. So, just do that. So we had our we've gone through 2 weeks of school. The first week was a 3-day week, and the schedule was, we changed our schedules all around this year, and it's a very complicated schedule. There's a orange week and a black week, and the orange week and black week have different schedules from each other. So orange week is 50-minute classes, and black week is like 70-minute classes, and then there's some other funky things in there. So next week, but the first week was neither. The first week was just a mixed up schedule, because you have to have your welcome back assemblies, and you have to have okay. Oh, wait, I'm confused. I just confused myself. I'm gonna go like that. Like that. So I'm gonna go across the bottom here. And then on the gusset here. So it'll be almost like a little hidden pocket. And then this definitely is going to need some squish. That's not gonna reach. Do I have another big one? I do. So this coming week is going to be an actual 5-day week, because this past week was 4-day week because of Labor Day. So this coming week is a 5-day week, and we are going to have, it's going to be a 90-minute class week, and also on Friday we have this other special schedule so that you see every class for a half an hour. It's just a check-in. So most of the week you see one set of classes one day and the next set of classes the other day. And so that's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday we have half-hour classes, except for this chunk of time where we have our lunches. There are 4 half-hour lunches, and those lunches are going to be common planning time, a duty, and a lunch, and a prep, I think. It's very confusing. I'm going with the flow. Usually by this time of year, I'm in my flow. I've got it down. I'm learning the kids' names, and everything is just a little more confusing, a little more difficult this year, a little more tiring. It's going to be fine. It's all good. It's going to get there. We're going to be okay. It's just taking a little longer than normal to settle in. That's all. Oh, I made that a bit smaller than I wanted to initially. So maybe I should have these while that dries. Maybe I should have these behind those pockets. So we have yet another hidden pocket behind everything. Okay, we're going to do that. And then I'll embellish it. Okay, it's not quite dry, but we're still going to go with it. So then these guys, I need a miter there, and a miter there, because the pocket's only going to go to there. Oops, I mitered that the wrong direction. Did you see that? Goes like that. Okay, and then on this one, I will just use this as a template, and we'll match that like that, and that like that. And where did I put my art glitter glue? It's right here. So this will go like this, so that we have a little hidden pocket behind everything. This will go opposite it, like this. I have no idea how I'm gonna squish this down to the page. Do I have something heavy? I don't even know if I have something heavy enough. And I'm gonna put glue across here. Hold on, I think I need some double-sided sticky tape. I think this calls for double-sided sticky tape across here. And then across here as well, because that could be a lot of weight, and that one little bead of art glitter glue, as wonderful as it is not what I want to rely on. And this is some heavier duty double-sided sticky tape. Okay, so that is that. And then we'll do some glue again right there and some glue here so that the weight is being supported by the double-sided sticky tape. And then this is going to sit there, and this is going to sit here, and I'm going to keep it a little bit low because I'll put some kind of tag behind here. Huh. That worked. By George. Worked quite well. So we have a pocket here, we have a small pocket here, we have a pocket here, and we have a pocket behind. And we need our pocket here. I'm just going to glue this bottom down directly. And this side. And then this side is a little bit of a gusset, so you can slide something thin in there, and that is going to go like that. Come on, you. Hi, are you? There we go. That will go like that. And then those will have to get some kind of embellishments on their fronts. And there we go. I have a page. I'm very pleased with that. Okay. All right, I'm going to stop that there. And the next thing I do will probably be to work on the belly band on that page there. So thanks so much for stopping by. You know, have a great rest of your weekend, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay safe. Bye-bye.